to us from the 6th chapter of John's Gospel, which you can find on page 910 in your pew Bible. I do want to share with you, though, I'm using a different translation today. When that original Greek was translated into so many different translations, sometimes we lose some very key points. And I felt that was the case in our pew Bible, the contemporary one that we have in our pews. So you're welcome to read along, but it's going to be a little bit different than when I read to you. So here now the Holy Gospel according to St. John, the 6th chapter. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus went to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, also called the Sea of Tiberias. A large crowd kept following him, because they saw the signs that he was doing for the sick. Jesus went up the mountain and sat down with his disciples. Now the Passover, the festival of the Jews, was near. When he looked up and saw the large crowd coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where are we to buy bread for these people to eat?" He said this to test him, for he himself knew what he was going to do. Philip said to him, 6 months' wages would not buy enough bread for each of them to have a little bit. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said, "There is a boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what are they among so many people?" Jesus said, "Make the people sit down." Now there was a great deal of grass in the place, so they sat down, about 5,000 in all. Then Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to those who were seated. So also with the fish, as much as they wanted. When they were satisfied, he told his disciples, "Gather up the fragments that are left over, so that nothing may be lost." So they gathered them up, all the fragments from the 5 barley loaves left after those had eaten. They filled 12 baskets. When the people saw the sign that he had done, they began to say, "This indeed is the prophet who has come into the world." When Jesus realized they were about to come and take him by force to make him their king, he withdrew again to the mountain by himself. When evening came, his disciples went down to the sea, got into the boat, and started across the Sea of Capernaum. It was now dark, and Jesus had not yet come to them. The sea became rough because of a strong wind that was blowing. When they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus walking on the water and coming near the boat, and they were terrified. But he said to them, "It is I. Do not be afraid." Then they wanted to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached the land toward where they were going. The Gospel of our Lord. Praise to you, Lord Christ. You may be seated. Would any of our children like to come forward for a little children's sermon? Good morning. I have a little person back here. We're talking about bread, right? How are you today? Good. How did your summer go? What are you doing fun for summer? Come on, buddy. Are you enjoying the beach at all? Good. Good. Now, we just shared a story about Jesus feeding 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Did you hear that story? Okay. So we have a little bread here. First of all, I want you to try to imagine what 5,000 people would look like. Can you imagine how many people that would be? Just think about that for a minute. 5,000 people. That's a lot of people, isn't it? So do you think this loaf of bread? I'm going to make you do a math question even though it's summer, okay? If we have 5,000 people and 5 loaves of bread, how many people do we need to feed with 1 loaf? Can anybody help them out? 1,000 people, right? 1,000 people, 5,000, 5 loaves. So do you think you could feed 1,000 people with this loaf of bread? They wouldn't even get a crown with that. Here, hold that. But the reality is, the loaf of bread, the 5 loaves of bread that little boy had, were more like this. Could we feed 5,000 people with this? Could we feed you with this? Would this be enough if this is what you had to eat for a meal today? It wouldn't be enough, would it? You want more than that, right? Your belly would be growing in an hour. So think about that. 5,000 people, 5 loaves of bread, and 2 small fish. I'll take that back. We think that's impossible, don't we? But it happened. Our story reminds us today that with Jesus, everything is possible. Even when we think it's not enough, even when we think we're not enough. Now, there are 5,000 men there, okay? enough to make us more than enough to bless us with 5 loaves, 2 fish, to feed 5,000. Help us, Lord, to always trust and have faith that with you it is possible. And help us to follow in your ways. And let all God's children say, Amen. Now I have something for you. Since we're talking about loaves and fishes, right? I have some fishes for you. Okay? Now I'm going to give you 2 packs. One is for you, and one is to share with someone else. Okay? And I also have one more. There's one for you, and one to share with someone else. Okay? And I also have a little bulletin for you. Talks about our story. Thank you very much. See if you want to come up, you can get fish. Let us pray. Gracious God, we come to you as we are, in our joy, in our anxiety, in our fear, in our hope, to worship you, to be fed and nourished by your word and at your table, to be empowered to be your light and your love in this dark and broken world. Open our hearts and our minds to hear your word and to live your love. We ask this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Have you ever noticed how John has this knack of weaving different stories together to help us to better understand not only who Jesus is, but also our relationship with him? In our gospel lesson, it begins this morning with the feeding of the 5,000, which we've most likely all heard several times, right? It's a pretty familiar story to us. But notice John doesn't stop there. He goes on to share the crowd's reaction to this miraculous feeding, and then he concludes with Jesus coming to the frightened disciples on a stormy sea. By weaving these stories together, John gives us an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of God's redeeming grace through Jesus Christ. So we find Jesus crossing over the sea, and there's a large crowd following him, so he goes up on the mountaintop. They're following him because they saw, quote, the signs that he had been doing with the sick. Now, John uses this word signs to refer to Jesus' miracles because he wants us to be able to see past those miracles themselves to who is performing them, reminding us who Jesus is, God's love personified. We're told Jesus sees the crowds coming towards him, and he goes up and they sit down on the mountaintop. But it doesn't take long until those crowds start following up there too. And then according to John, the first thing he does when he sees this crowd, before they even get there, he looks at Philip and he says, where will we buy some bread for these people to eat? John goes on to remind us that he was doing this to test Philip, because he already knew what he was going to do. How did Philip do with his test? He failed, didn't he? Let's look at that again. Jesus asked, where will we get some bread? Empowering Philip to look at those possibilities. But Philip responds, how? How it could not be done. He says 6 months' wages wouldn't be enough to buy bread for each of them to have a little bite. Jesus approached with hope. Philip responded with hopelessness. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right? Has anybody ever heard that phrase? If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. While Jesus was focusing on that mission, knowing that they can, we see that Philip was all wrapped up in counting the cost, assuming that they couldn't. So let me ask you this morning, how many times have you found yourself in Philip's shoes? With all the focus on counting the cost, thinking that you can't? I don't know if I can do it, Lord. The cost might be too much. I don't know, Lord, if I can pay that price. Lord, I don't know if I'll be able to do that for you. Have any of us ever been there? Dee's laughing. You've been there, haven't you, Dee? We've all been there. Maybe more times than we'd like to admit. But let me ask you this. When did Jesus ever count the cost? biscuits and 2 sardines to feed all those people. What can I possibly do? I don't have enough. I can't do enough. I'm not enough. Now, did you notice that with the 5,000 men there, plus women and children, Jesus chose a young boy to show God's power? A young boy who would have had the lowest of status there, virtually a nobody. And yet, look what God did. So despite Philip's unbelief and Andrew's doubt, Jesus did what he set out to do. He told them to have the people sit down. And he took those meager, almost worthless resources, the bread and fish, and he offers thanks. And then he has his disciples distribute it. 5 small loaves, biscuits really, 2 small fish, from an insignificant little boy, blessed by God, and over 5,000 men, plus women and children, were fed. And it wasn't just enough, it was more than enough. We're told there was 12 baskets left over. What a powerful reminder for us that in and through God's grace, mercy, and love, we are always enough. We're more than enough. Would you please repeat this after me? In and through God's grace, mercy, and love, I am enough. More than enough. I invite you to think about that this week and to pray about that. What does it mean in and for your life to know that through God's grace, mercy, and love that you are enough? What does it mean for the life of St. Peter's and for the life of the church, the entire body of Christ, to know that in and through God's grace, mercy, and love, you are indeed enough, more than enough? Now John's story takes a little turn. Through this miracle, the people realize Jesus is indeed the prophet that came into the world, the prophet that had been promised throughout the Old Testament. But how do they respond to this revelation? Verse 15 says, when Jesus realized the crowd were about to come and take him by force to make him their king, he withdrew to the mountain by himself. Now, you know I have another question for you, right? A to Meg, you knew there was another one coming, right? Of course you did. Do we ever find ourselves getting so wrapped up in God's miracles, in the way God blesses our lives, that we too want to seize them like they wanted to seize Jesus? To keep them all for ourselves, for our purposes, lock them up, maybe put them away until we'll need them one day? Do we ever do that? Was that the intent and purpose of God's blessings in our lives? To hoard them? To keep them for ourselves? To put them away for a rainy day? Of course not. You'll notice Jesus didn't take those 5 biscuits and those 2 sardines and put them in a sack so later he could have them when he was all alone. And he didn't say, hey, Philip, Andrew, come on over here. Let's hurry up and eat this before anybody sees what we have. He took them, and he blessed them, and he shared them with everybody that was gathered there. Who remembers Jesus' final command before he took that journey to the cross? To love one another. We are to take whatever God blesses us with and use it for the sole purpose of loving one another. Amen? Amen. Whatever time, whatever talents, whatever treasures God gives us and puts into our lives are there for the distinct purpose to enable us to live in and live out God's love with the people he puts in our lives. Each new day that you wake up is a blessing. It's a gift from God. How will you use it to love one another? Each talent, each passion you have is a gift from God. It's a blessing. How will you use it to love one another? Everything you have, every possession, every red cent, every crumb of bread that you have is a gift from God. It is a blessing. How will you use it to love one another? As I discerned this message for this morning, those words from Jesus kept echoing in my mind over and over again. Whatever you do or don't do, even for the least of these, who are members of my family, you do or don't do for me. John concludes the story this morning with affirmation that even and especially in the storms of our lives, our Lord is with us, assuring us, it is I world is full of storms. And Jesus never promises us that as Christians our lives will be filled with sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. How many people remember that song? Now it'll be stuck in your head the rest of the day like it was mine. But Jesus never promises us that. He does promise us that He will be with us always, even to the end of the age. That we don't have to be afraid. And that in and through His grace, mercy, and love, we are enough. More than enough. Share that good news. Live that love. Thanks be to God. Amen. Our hymn is number 574, Here I